Hi all, welcome to Bhavya's Arts. Today we are going to do poster color painting. Theme is animal study. This is an abstract. This is abstract animal study. Okay. So everyone be ready with your materials which we already shared in the group. In our class group I have already shared and in the description also we have given. Okay. Be ready with the materials. This is the reference image which we have shared in the group itself. You can see, okay? If it is possible, keep in front of you when we are drawing and painting this art, okay? And we'll see the complete abstract study today. So you can use chat box and you can type from which place you are joining from, your name along with place you are joining from, okay? Type your name and from which place you are joining from. In the class group, we have shared reference image which we are going to do today class. Okay. So before starting the class, kindly just type your name along from which place you are joining from. Hi, hi Ritanya Sai. How are you? And Jasmith, how are you? Hello, good evening. Whoever already my students, type your name and from which batch you are, you can type. Hi Dimple, good evening. Radhe Radhe. Yeah. First, where join the class first they take 300 GSM paper like this and stick 300 GSM in vertical direction to your plank. Okay. So today we will draw image in the vertical direction way. Okay. So this will be, it should be like this and you need to stick on all four sides. Okay. I have taken 300 GSM cotton based paper and I have stick this paper to the plank in all four sides. Okay. The same thing you can also do. In few guidelines, respect the chat where this class is going to be very interactive class. If you have any questions, okay, about today's topic, okay, you can ask. And you need to respect chat. Okay. Now take scale. Be ready with scale. Take any HB pencil, eraser, sharpener, sharp your pencil. who have joined the class, they can. No, don't use acrylic colors, no, because this is the poster color workshop. We'll use poster colors. We'll be mixing water in the poster colors. Okay, watercolor ratio will be there. Acrylic paint medium is different. Okay. In our class group, we have already shared about difference between all poster, acrylic and all. So you can check it out there also. So don't use acrylics. Use poster if it is possible. If you don't have, you can use. Okay. Yeah. So we'll start the class now. Before starting the class, I'll brief what is abstract and how we need to do. Okay. So this is the reference image which we are going to do now. This is an animal, tiger. Okay. And here we are not going to paint with actual colors of the tiger. We will make it like a dreamy painting. Okay. Which comes under concept of abstract paint. Okay. Abstract paint usually depends upon how you imagine. Okay. So according to that, we will mix the colors. We'll mix the colors and we will be getting the colors and then we'll painting. Okay. And the background, if you observe in the reference image, background is dark background. So with light dots. Okay. And even in the tiger's face, you can observe different colors, which is included here. Okay. This and all comes under abstract art. Okay. So for tiger's face, there will be some ratios which we will be drawing by using pencil. Okay. Usually, we don't use pencil. We'll directly use paintbrush for making it. But as in our class today, beginners are also as joined. So, so we will be doing easily step by step. We'll be doing this art. Okay. So according to the step, you need to follow and do. Everyone understood? You can type OK in the chat box, then we can start. Hi Hafsa. Hi Sudarshan. How are you? Sudarshan and Hafsa. Yes. So now we have saw the reference image, right? Now I'll keep it aside, reference image. Now I'll start drawing. Okay. Whenever we start any drawings, okay, we need to draw vertical line. Okay. So approximately in the middle of the paper, you can draw vertical line by using HB pencil. Okay. I am going to use 6B, but in your paper, in your side, you can use HB pencil. Why I am using 6B means it should look dark, right? So I am using 6B. It should, in your paper, you make it lighter value. Okay, don't make it darker. Step 1, draw vertical line. So I'm taking, again I'm repeating, I have taken 300 GSM A4 size paper. Okay, if you have, use 300 GSM paper. Okay, yes. Then first step, Now, this is the 30 centimeter scale. I am using 30 centimeter scale. Okay. See here. This is the centimeter, 0 centimeters. It has shown 0 centimeter. From this point to 7.5. I'll take measure from 0 to 7.5 centimeters. Okay. You can take like this. If you are using A4 size paper, you can take 6.5 centimeters, 0 to 6.5 centimeters. If you are using A3 size paper, you can take 7.5. Okay. So above the middle point, step 2, take 6.5 centimeters horizontal line like this above the middle point. 6.5. Need to draw very light line. Okay. And just measure the line again. Like this. Step 2. Draw it, everyone. Yeah, you will get recordings of this today's class. We will keep it in the YouTube itself. Okay. But try to draw and paint along with me. Okay. Draw it. Done. Yeah. Now, at the edges of this horizontal line, draw like this. Approximately draw slant lines like this. Just approximate value. No need to be exact. Okay, we will start from the eye. We are starting from the eyes part. Okay. Everyone draw it. Step 3. Step 3 is drawing the slant line both the sides at the edges of the horizontal line. Okay. If everyone are ready, then we will start drawing the eyes part slowly. Okay. Yes, Deepa. 6.5 centimeters. Yes. If you are using A4 size paper, if you are using A4 size, 0 to 6 point. According to the size of paper, you need to adjust the centimeters. Okay. We have completed these 2 steps. We will be starting drawing the eyes. Okay. Done, everyone. You can type in the chat. Done or completed. Yes. You can type in the chat so that we can move to the next step. Very important step, that is eyes part. Okay. We'll start with eyes. Yes. Whoever joined now, for them, I'm again repeating, we are doing animal study, abstract paint. Okay. So we have drawn vertical line in the middle of the paper, and above the middle point, we have drawn one horizontal line which is 6.5 centimeters. At the edges of the horizontal line, we have drawn slant lines. Okay, yes, done. Good. Now start drawing the eyes. This is the slant line which we have drawn. Connect like this. Angle. Okay, like an angle you need to draw. Once it is done, just move down. You need to draw it very lightly. Don't draw it dark. Okay. Then afterwards, from this point, see here, if you draw one line, that is from this point to outside this point. Little bit zoom this one. Okay. I'm going to draw one half circle. Draw half circle. And now just take one scale. You need to measure equal length. Okay. Scale should be straight properly. This is the point. The point. Okay. From here, same thing. Draw angle. Draw angle like this. And then just move this angle outside. Okay. What we are doing, we will just leave little bit more space than reference image so that while painting, if we done any mistake, okay, we will get space to correct it properly. Okay, because of that, we will take inspiration from reference image and we will give our own measurements. We don't measure directly like grid method. We are not going to use any grid method. Okay. We are giving it an approximate value. While painting, we need some space if any corrections are there. Okay. Understood? Type okay or understood like that. You can type in the chat so that I get to know that you are following. Yeah. Right, everyone. Completed. Now, from this point, you just draw one line like this and put one dot here on the left side. From outside, here one dot. Okay, so that we will get imaginary points. Okay, now join the two dots with circle, half circle, like this. Okay, little more cross, curvy. Now you need to leave little space here. Just give one curl like this. Above here, like draw. So this side, on the left side, there is a shadow part. So it is not that much clear when you take the reference image. So you just draw one curve from down here. Just give this structure like this. On right side, it is more clear where the highlight value is visible and where the shadow is there, there the value is little lower. Okay. Now just move your pencil like this. Give it a length and from down just join here. Same thing. Move little bit and from down join like this. Okay. So here we have left space, okay, for the darker value of the tiger's eye. Okay. So while painting, we will do the darker value for the tiger's eye. Inside the eyes, there are small eye portion with highlight. You need to mention each and every detailing while drawing itself. Okay. Now here, and I'll erase the extra line so that I'll get complete picture properly. Extra lines I'll erase. So this is the eyelid, eyeball inside the big eye. Okay. And here one more highlight is there. Very small, tiny highlight. So that is the highlight. Okay. Do it. Now on the left side, There is a very small highlight inside the small eyeball. Okay. So that highlight is looking like this. Okay. And down here, there is a color variation. It is not the proper highlight, direct highlight. It is a color varianted highlight. Okay. Where the color is visible and brightness is not there. Color is visible in the lighter way, lighter form. Okay. So now we can erase inside the extra lines we have drawn, right? That and all you can erase. So from, yeah, draw it. Once it is done, you can type in the chat, done. Okay, use chat box and type in the chat, done. Okay, whoever joined the class, for them I'm telling, if you have completed these steps, type in the chat, done. So that I'll move to the next step, which is nose part. Okay? Vajiha. Yes. Vajiha completed. Good. Okay. Vidhanya. Vidhanya completed. Okay, done. Others. Only two has completed. Others. Sudarshan. Hafsa. Done. Okay. Now we will move to the nose part. Okay. See here. This is the middle point of the eyes. Okay. This is the middle point or center point of the eyes. From here, you just take approximate value like this. And I'll measure and I'll tell I have taken an approximate value from this point. I've taken 5.5 centimeters. 0 to 5.5 centimeters. Okay. And for eyes, we have taken 6.5. Approximate value for the nose is 5.5. Understood? Make note. Put dots like this. After putting dots, yes. Deepa completed. Yeah. Go do the next step. From center point to here, this 5.5. Mukesh, good. Yeah. Now I'll move to the next step where we will be drawing the nose, down part of the nose. I'll show in the reference image. I'll show this is the down part of the nose. Here we have kept point that is 5.5 centimeter approximate. We are not taking any exact value. Okay, approximate value is 5.5 centimeters. Okay. Afterwards, we'll measure this length as 1 centimeter. Okay. And we'll draw. First, we will draw this bow curve. Okay. Now, Just draw a curve like this. And down here, just give an approximate value. Now, first observe and then you can draw. Draw like that. Here I'll make little more curve. I'm holding pencil in tripod mode so that I can make fine detailings, not holding in the middle of the pencil. Okay, so yeah. Uma. Hi, Uma. How are you? From which place you are joining? You can type in the chat. Okay. Yes. So this side will make little more curve. Okay. So one side it should be that curve should go inside like more. Okay. The side is moving inside more. Okay. When it is taking inhaling the air, okay, that that expression you should capture. Okay, it should not be equal. Understood? It should not be equal. According to the expression of the animal, you need to draw. Understood? Don't measure and draw. Okay. According to the expression only, you need to draw. Now down here, just give smooth lines like this. Okay. Middle, you need to leave the space in the middle. We are doing in the down part. So we'll complete this one. Just give like this. Just a imaginary line. Okay. For painting. While painting, we will develop this one. We'll leave like this only here. And down we will finish it with the mouth part. For mouth, you just give one small curve like this. And even down here. So that while painting, we don't miss out the highlight values. Okay. We should not miss out the highlight values. We just give the lines like this. Okay. Now for the nose part, I'm again doing something for the nose. So from above the eyes, I'll give one line like this. I'll add here also same thing. Okay, just approximate dotted lines I have given. Okay. Now you just give like this. Here you will get the darker. This part you will get the darker tone values, shadow values. Here you will get the highlight values. Okay. Now we will start making the darker values of the tiger. Okay. These black spots which we are drawing, it will be having some shapes. You need to get out the shapes of this stripes. Okay. First lower part of the face we will finish and then we will move to the upper part of the face. Are you able to follow everyone? Just if type in the chat if you have able to follow. If you have any questions you can ask. Okay. So I'm going to ask one question. Share your thoughts about that or type yes or no. Okay. So what is the important step for drawing? What do you think? Which one is important for drawing? You can type in the chat. I'm drawing stripes. Okay. So you can draw along with me. It is very easy step. Okay. Hafsa said to study the picture properly. Okay. Still, anyone can type. observation and practice. Yes. Everyone should participate, okay? Whoever are in the class, they need to participate. Then only, as an artist, we are all artists, right? We will share our ideas and we'll get to know. Still, what do you feel the important step for drawing? Still, anyone? Yeah. Others also should participate. Okay. Whoever in the class, they can type. Okay. Usually, tigers have fake eyes on its head. This two should be in the equal position. These are called fake eyes of the tiger. So that it will manipulate the prey when it is hunting. Okay. So these are called fake eyes for the tiger. Okay. After its fake eyes, above the fake eyes, it will be having its actual neck length. Okay. So for every animal anatomy, there will be some observation points. You need to understand what are the observation points. Above that fake eyes, see if you draw slant line like this, both the sides, okay? Above that, on the top of that, you need to make its ears. It's an abstract paint, so we don't get into the detailing, complete detailing. We'll just give one curve like this, and then we'll draw inwardly here, and from the above, we'll connect like this. Okay, we don't completely draw in the abstract paint. We'll just give some reference line so that it should look like its ears. That's it. Okay, that benefit we can take from the abstract paint. And you need to be more control over the ratios. Even if you are doing abstract paint or normal paint or anything, okay, ratio should be in proper way. Okay, so this much you can draw, and here, and from here you can make its neck part like this. It is not completely round. Okay, so give it some value. Okay, now on the left side I'll be making its, on the left side I'll be making its stripes. Okay, before that we'll make one small stripe near to its ears. Okay, now whatever the extra lines, imaginary lines, extra lines are there, you just erase. It's not needed now. Inside the nose, outside the head. Okay, so this side I'll be doing now. So above the eyes, so my next question is, which type of arts do you like most? Which type of arts you like most? I'm not asking mediums, I'm asking arts. Everyone should participate and everyone should answer. This is more interactive class. Okay. You can talk about the subject. Which type of arts do you like most? Okay, till here you do. I'll wait for 2 minutes. Nice. Oil painting. Others? pencil art, oil painting. Okay. Now, which type of mediums you like? So, I was asking which type of arts. You said mediums. Okay, that's fine. Oil paintings, acrylics, oil paintings are all comes under mediums. These are called mediums. Okay. Yes. I just increase here. I want to increase the stripe ratio. Usually poster colors we can use on both type of surfaces like can paint on canvas. Sorry, not two types. Can paint on canvas. You can use cotton cloth. On cloths also you can paint. And you can paint on 300 GSM paper. Okay. With poster colors can do like this. Okay. So one announcement. Everyone should listen it properly. Okay. We have already shared details about this announcement in the group, but I'm just repeating it again. Okay. Today, whatever image which we are doing now, this is tiger painting, drawing and painting. Once it is completed, once you also done this art, what you need to do, you just take picture of this and post it in your WhatsApp status. Okay. Facebook or Instagram and tag Bhavya's Arts. Okay, at the rate of Bhavya's Arts, you can tag. Okay, and after doing that, you need to take screenshot of that, and we will share you a form after the class. In that form, you need to attach that screenshot. Understood? And you should not draw any other picture. You should draw the thing which we are doing now. Understood? If you have done this one, what will be the benefit? We'll be giving you acrylic paint video, that is 5 hours video. Okay. And you can paint, if you are interested acrylic paints, you can use that video for your study. Understood everyone? This is the process. Even in WhatsApp group, we have, in our class group, we have given in a point wise way, step wise way, what you need to do. Okay. So if you have done, you will get acrylic paint video, which is 5 hour class. Okay. Hi, Hanifa. So drawing part is completed. I'm just doing the outline work here, okay, should be useful for painting. From which place you are joining, Hanifa? Here we, its fur will be there, right? So that once it is done, you can take colors, poster colors, okay? Once you have done, take poster colors. And before painting, what you need to do, you erase all the extra lines, okay? You can use any type of eraser. One is kneadable eraser or other is razor which I'm using. So on the inside the nose, I'm just mentioning the highlight value so that I don't miss out when I'm painting. Okay. If you didn't mention highlight values, that also fine. But it will be easy when you mention it with pencil. Okay. Yes. Done. Drawing completed. Or you need little more time, you type in the chat. If you have completed. If you want time, you can ask time also. Not yet completed, do it fast. And while drawing its fake eyes, be careful. You need to mention for tigers, it is a special thing. Okay. Nitanya completed. Okay. So here I'll give you 3 minutes. You can complete it. Okay. After that, we will start painting. Okay. Whoever completed, just answer. So, what is the importance when we are drawing? Which thing we will take it as important to make it realistic? To make it realistic look, okay? Which thing we need to keep in our mind? Which concept will come? Not only realistic, to add depth to your painting work, To add depth to your painting work, which thing you need to keep in your mind? What are the things you will do? Who have completed, they can type in the chat. That only I am asking. To add depth to your painting, what are the things we will keep in our mind? Drawing or painting. Who are not yet completed, draw. 2 more minutes I'll give and answer the question. Okay. Okay. While drawing, to make it to add values to it, we need to keep in our mind concept called light and shadow concept, where according to the highlights, according to the light, we will study the object, though it might be a reference image or though it might be a live, live drawing or live painting. Okay. Light will play very important role. Okay. And even the darkness, not only light, even the darkness. These both will play very important role. According to that, we need to observe the object before we draw. Understood? Even when we are painting, when we are doing any loose painting, loose art painting, abstract painting, anything, we will follow the same concept. Okay. Light and darkness will play major role in the drawing and painting works. Even in sculpture works, it will add the value to the objects. Understood? Now we'll start painting. Okay. So take paints. What are the paints you need? You need Persian blue, cobalt blue hue or sky blue, chrome yellow medium hue or medium yellow, lemon yellow, white. This is poster white. This is poster white. Okay. Super white, poster white. We'll take. Okay. And then you need burnt sienna, that is light brown color. We need light green color or emerald green color, yellow ochre, and we need crimson red. Okay, if you have vermilion hue, you can use that instead of crimson red. Okay, and poster red. Okay, we will use vermilion hue, which is the orange shade. Okay, orange shade it will get. We will get orange shade. Okay. For the eyes, we'll use this vermilion hue. These are the colors which we are going to use now. You can make a note of this. Take book and you can make a note. Okay. One is lemon yellow, yellow ochre. These are yellow family. Lemon yellow, yellow ochre, and medium yellow. Okay. Yellows. And when it comes to brown, we'll take burnt sienna. Okay. When it comes to blue, we'll take Persian blue and cobalt blue hue, which is sky blue. When it comes to reds, we'll take poster red and crimson red, okay, and lighter form of red or mix of red, that is vermilion hue, okay. If you have only poster red, you can use poster red also. And bit of white, this is super white. You can use poster white also. Poster white color also you can find. Can use that also. Okay. And emerald green or light green. Emerald green or light green. These are the colors you need to keep outside. Now take any palette. You can use palette like this, or you can use any palette which you have. If you don't have any palette, use this one, this part. Okay, this part also you can use as palette. Understood? I am using round brush number 6 for painting stripes. Okay, and I'll take water in bowl. You need 2 bowls of water. Okay, one we will use for lighter to wash lighter colors, and one is used for darker values. Understood? Both you need to make it separate. And take tissue paper or a cloth and fold it like this. Okay. Hygiene for cleaning the brush. What is that? You just dip the brush in the water and you need to press like this to clean brush bristles. Okay. You should not wipe like this. Don't do like that. Okay. If you do like this, the bristles will come out. You need to make it smoothly. Clean it smoothly. Understood? Now, first I'll start with painting eyes. Okay. So for painting eyes, what I'll do, I'll take one second. I'll take palette like this. Okay. I'll add few colors. That is first yellow ochre I'll take. Okay. Just take yellow ochre very little like this. Yellow ochre. For eyes only we are doing. So no need to take more. Understood? Clean your brush properly. Use tissue paper to clean. And then we need lemon yellow. Very little of lemon yellow. After that, you'll take mid yellow. Take mid yellow or chrome yellow medium hue. Okay. This add the glow to the eyes of tiger. And then take green, that is emerald green. Here I am taking emerald green. For eyes only we are taking all these colors. Okay. Take emerald green. Now we will start painting the eyes. Okay. So both the eyes are in different color combination. Okay. As we are working on the abstract theme, okay, there will be little different. Okay. When you are working in real one, it will be same. When you are working with the abstract paint, it will be different. Understood this combination, everyone? Type S in the chat. Now, I'll take first layer as lemon yellow. See, I have added very little bit of water, not too much water, very little. Okay. And excess paint, I'll take like this. I'll take it out like this. Now, except the highlights and inside the eyeball, around here, you need to add the lemon yellow. Lemon yellow is the lighter value. Okay. If you have mistakenly added inside the eyeball also, it's fine. It's not a problem. Okay. But you need to be careful. Don't add. And inside the highlights, you should not add. Okay. Lemon yellow. It should not get dry up. Before it get dry up, you need to take one more color, that is yellow ochre. Add very little bit of water. Don't add too much water because already lemon yellow is wet. So this part here you need to give darker value. Okay. And it will give the depth to the eyes. And then you need to take immediately, you need to take mid yellow. For the yellow ochre, you need to blend properly. For that reason, we are taking mid yellow. Okay. Just add mid yellow here. Now take emerald green. You should not wait for drying. Okay. Here we should not wait for drying time. We need to do it on the wet surface itself. Okay. No need to wait. Here I am adding very little bit of emerald green or light green. Very little. Okay. Do it everyone. Now with yellow ochre, I'll make one line here, which is the shadow of the eye. Okay. Now here I'm going to take, yeah, do it. We'll see the color mixing now. Okay. I'll give 2 minutes time. 1 minute. Okay. Now we will see the color mixing. So these are the colors which we have taken. Now I am going to take Persian blue, which is also called as dark blue. Take Persian blue. Here it is in darker value. Okay. And clean your brush properly. Wipe your brush properly. And then now you can take vermilion hue, which is a shade of orange. Okay. Very little bit of vermilion hue. See, two parts of Persian blue, one part of vermilion hue. Okay. And mix it. Okay. Like this. You need to mix like this. Instead of using black color, we'll be using this one. If you don't want to use, if you want to use direct black, you can use it. Okay. Now, inside the eyeball, you need to be very careful around the eyeball which we have applied the colors. No, that color should get dry. Then only you can apply this one. Okay. Just draw the fine line like this. Okay. Slowly you need to cover the inside it. Fill it with the darker value. Okay. So wherever the highlight values are there, I left that as white only because I am using 300 GSM paper. This paper is in white color, so I leave that white color, white space like that. Okay. So I'll just reduce the intensity here down by drawing like this. Okay. Now, very little bit, very fine. You need to add little bit of red color. Be careful while working with red. Okay. So take poster red to your palette. Very little. Just take tip paint to your tip of your brush like this. Very little. Don't take it too much. Okay. And don't add water. It should be little thick. Okay. So we are again I'm telling we are doing the abstract paint. So we will add abstract touch here for the eyes. Just draw one small line with the red color. Clean your brush. Just pull the red color like this. Once it get dry, you can see the color variations in the eyes. Okay, so very little you need to take like that. Okay, the intensity of the eyes value should increase. Okay, everyone. Now we will work on the left eye. Okay, which is little bit different. We'll start with red. So inside the eyeball, we will add little bit of red. Poster red you need to add. Be careful. You need to leave the highlight part as white color space. Okay. Don't paint inside the highlight. Whenever you are painting any type of eyes, any type of animal eyes, you need to be very much careful when you are working with highlights. Okay, you should not cover completely. Now I'll take little bit of lemon yellow, very little. Okay, I'll just mix here. Here, though highlight is there, but it is a mid highlight where color is visible. Okay, so I covered that space. Now I will take chrome yellow. Here I'll take chrome yellow. Okay. And now I'll take crimson red. Very little bit of crimson red. Crimson red, when we use in the eyes, it will give the expression. It will add the expression. Though it will be very little, but it will give major expression for animals. Okay. So very little bit of crimson red. Don't take it too much. Okay. And never leave the sharp lines like that. Okay. Now I am adding the darker value which we have mixed Persian blue and vermilion hue. That value I am adding here. Okay. Now I'll just give the fine linings here above the eyes. Okay. Now just add little more dark here. Okay. And down this part it is completely darker value. It is having complete darker value. So you can use direct darker value here. Okay. Now same darker value or you can use direct black anything. Okay. For the stripes and all now you need to cover. So for stripes I am using Persian blue mix of vermilion hue. Mix it more so that you can complete the stripes. So I'm using 6 number brush, round brush for stripe work. You can use flat brush too if you want. So take Persian blue and mix it with vermilion hue. Okay. So wherever the stripes we have drawn, there and all you need to paint with darker tones. First, we will paint the stripes. Afterwards, we will do the background. Okay. If you want to do background first, you can do with dark paint, dark blue, Persian blue directly you can use. Okay. No need of mixing any color. Or if you want to follow the step like me, you can follow. Or you can paint background at the end. Anyway. Okay. I am holding brush in tripod mode. This. So inside the curve it should be dark. Okay. When it comes out, little bit light or value it should be. Okay. Now this part, you need to make it very slowly so that the color should not go outside of the lines which we have drawn. Okay. Like this. Okay. So when you give the space between the stripes, what happened when we are doing the brown colors? Okay, we will get the space there. Okay, like this you need to paint the stripes. Same color I'm using. I'm not changing any color and I'm not changing the brush. Okay, in the same way I'm doing the painting process. Okay. Okay. Now on the left side. Yeah, I'm just checking whether it is dried or not. So don't put pressure while painting. You should not put pressure on the paper with brush. Okay, if you put pressure, what happens? The paint won't get applied properly. Okay, so you need to be very light and gently you need to wash on the paper. You gentle. strokes like this. Okay. So whenever the color is not moving on the paper properly, at that time I'm doing, I'm taking little bit of water and adding in the paints. Okay. Like this. Okay. Now again I'm mixing the color, which is Persian with vermilion hue. Persian blue. Clean your brush properly. And then take vermilion hue. Okay. Or you can, if you have orange, you can take orange also. Just mix it. So two parts of Persian blue, one part of vermilion hue. Okay. Now this part. Okay. And then for the nose. Inside the nose, it should be dark. And when it comes out, it should be light. Like this. Okay. And above ears, for the ears, I'll just give some darker strokes or darker value strokes here so that we should not miss out the value strokes. Like this. Okay. Just give and come back like this. Okay. So here we have completed the stripes work now. And this, so when we are doing the background as dark color, we will be doing this part. Okay. So done. Now what are the colors you need to take for the face? I'll tell. Before that, I'll just give one more layer for the eyes with the darker value. I need little more darkness here. Okay. So I'm just adding one more layer so that the eyes should glow. Okay. Yeah. Till here you do. Afterwards, we'll see the color mixing part. Okay. Now, we will mix the colors. So, clean your brush properly. We are going to use the lighter colors. So, clean it properly. Now, I'm going to take burn sienna. First, I'll take burn sienna or light brown. Take little bit of burn sienna. Okay. And clean your brush. Wipe it with the tissue paper. And then use yellow ochre. If you have already taken yellow ochre, let it be. Take little bit of yellow ochre. Okay. And little bit of yellow chrome or chrome yellow or mid yellow hue. Okay. Clean your brush. When you are taking different colors, always keep in your mind you need to wipe your brush properly, then only you can take the other colors. Okay. These three colors will go and little bit of poster red. You can use poster red or vermilion hue. Both can be used. Don't use crimson red. Use poster red. Okay. Take very little bit of poster red. This much. Very little. And clean your brush. Now you need to start the painting for the face. Okay. So I'll take eraser and erase this extra line. So it's not needed. So wherever the extra lines are there, I'll remove that. Because when I apply the burnt sienna, that lines will be visible more. Okay, so I don't want that lines to be visible. Now you need to mix the color. How to mix? Take burnt sienna, very little, like this. And take little bit of vermilion hue. I forgot to add. Very little bit of vermilion hue here. And then both the colors you need to mix properly. Use chrome yellow little bit. Okay. So you will get lighter value which we can use for the tiger's head. This parts and all it is covered with the same color. Clean the brush. It need to be lighter value. Don't paint it dark and be careful. You should not uh, get the darker tone because of the darker value which we used. I am using vermilion hue and chrome yellow. Very little bit of burnt sienna. Okay. Just adding, filling the spaces here. Once I fill, I'll use the other colors to get the abstract value. Okay. I need to fill like this. Fill it properly. Don't leave the white spaces. If you left any white spaces, you can add layering method. That means you can add layers here. Okay. Now I'll use yellow ochre and I'll use mid yellow and I'll mix it with the vermilion hue. Okay. And it should be in the lighter value. So I'm not painting. I'm just tapping my brush on the paper like this to cover the surface. Okay. So if you paint, what happens? All the color will get mixed up. Okay. Color should look in different way. If anyone is looking at your painting, they should see all the colors which you used. Okay. If you paint in one direction, what happened? Color will get mixed up with the other colors. Okay. So when there is a black stripes, there and all you need to dab it like this. Okay. Just add chrome yellow, little bit of vermilion hue, two parts of chrome yellow and a little bit of vermilion hue. The ear and all white is there, so not needed. When you are taking itself, you should take lighter value, then only can make the appropriate one because already we have drawn the painted the black stripes. When you are touching the black stripe with the darker value, it will become again too much dark. Okay. Even your water ratio should be very less. Don't take too much of water when you are painting. Okay. So in the circular position, circular way or tapping way, anything like that you need to fill the color here so that there won't be any white spaces. Just take chrome yellow, add little bit of vermilion hue, add little bit of burnt sienna. Very little. Don't add too much. You need to get touch of the burnt sienna. Okay, whenever light touches the skin of tiger, okay, there forms highlight and it will get shiny look. Okay, to get that shiny look, we'll be using burnt sienna and vermilion hue. So that to make it, to differentiate it properly, we'll be using the colors. Okay, so here, when it come to the nose, you just add coastal red along with the vermilion hue and burnt sienna. Okay, here you need to add the depth like this, and just add little more red. Just add very little. Okay. Don't, if you are going to add too much, if you take too much in your brush, okay, the color will get mixed up. Okay, you won't get the appropriate value. Okay, so take vermilion hue and take chrome yellow, 2 to 3 parts of chrome yellow with 1 part of vermilion hue. Okay, and just start here adding this part. So you should not leave any sharp edges. To avoid sharp edges, you should move your brush completely on the existing painting so that the sharp edges won't be visible. Okay, like this. I am using 6 number for complete painting. Even for eyes also I used same number brush, 6 number brush. Okay, 6 number round brush. And if I change brush, I'll mention. Okay. Yeah. If you are using synthetic hairbrush, now only in front of you only I have drawn, right? You're not there in the class. I have not raised anything. Step by step I have showed, right? Okay. We don't trace anything. We will draw in step by step manner, okay? Above from the ears, just use vermilion hue like this. Okay. and you just drag it down. Now you can add little bit of water. Don't paint, you just move your brush in circular way so that the black stripes which we have painted, right? That sharp edges of the black stripes should completely dissolve in this colors. Okay, it should not look different. Now take vermilion hue again and take chrome yellow. Two parts of chrome yellow, one part of vermilion hue gives you the lighter value, that is highlight values. Okay. So when you use the lighter value like this, it will add proper connection with the stripes. Okay. So like that. And near to the nose. So first we will add lighter value and then we will move to the darker tones. Okay. Like this. Now you just take darker tone which we have mixed for the stripes. Just add here little bit of darker tone. Don't paint, just dab how I'm showing like this. Okay. So it will start giving you the depth. It will add depth to your paint. Okay. Now you just take lemon yellow. Now for the nose, colors will be little different. So take lemon yellow, very little lemon yellow, and we have already yellow ochre, okay, and red. So you need to mix lemon yellow, little bit, don't mix. I'll take little water. I'll add here, very little. Now above the nose, I just make with lemon yellow, like this. See, I'm not painting anything. I'm just moving my brush in circular motion. Okay. Circular way, I'm moving my brush. Now I'm adding little bit of vermilion hue. And above whatever the paint which is on the above the nose, I'm just getting it down with lemon yellow down like this. Okay. Now I'll just add layer here with the mix of red and vermilion hue, bit of brown. Okay. So this is one part. Now what I'll do, I'll take little bit of darker value. Okay. And I'll just paint darker value here. So this is where the shadow part is there. Okay. So now I'll take cobalt blue hue or we can call it as sky blue. Okay. Take sky blue to your palette. And take here very little sky blue. No need to take too much. Okay. And clean your brush. Okay. Now take little bit of cobalt blue hue and just add here. Add near to the nose. And we have already taken emerald green. You just take little bit of emerald green and give it touch with the emerald green here for the nose. And you just move your brush so that all the colors should get mixed up properly. Okay. And then give little bit of, let it get dry. Okay. We will make it little more abstract value we will give. Okay. Now take crimson red. Take crimson red. More crimson red like this. And add white color. White paint. So when you are taking white paint, you just change your brush. With the new brush, you need to take white. Okay. Now take white paint and add it to the crimson red. Now mix. Mix both the colors. You will get pink. Okay. And clean your brush properly. Now you just add this pink to the nose of tiger. Okay. Wherever we have left space for highlights, you just keep it like that. Don't paint on that. Okay. This. Add little more white color. I need little more lighter value. So I'll take white in other space. And then add this pink, more pink to the white. Okay. When sunlight touches its nose, okay, there forms a little lighter value, mid value. So just add little mid value here and then you can pull it down with the same mid value down. Okay. So I'm just completing this uh, nose value with the same color itself, leaving little bit darker spots. Okay. Like that. Okay. And I have cleaned my brush. Now whatever I'll use darker tone which we used for eyes. Same darker tone I use. And I'll just give one curve. It is dried and I have added little bit of water to it. I'll just add little curve here. This. And then in between the nose, there will be one bone which it look like it is dividing the nose. Okay. So you just add little bit of dark spots here. Okay. So it will give natural look for the nose. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll take little bit of blue, very little bit of blue. I'll add little bit of pink, very little. Okay. And the lighter value which I got, I'll just add here for the nose, like this. Okay. And near to the eyes. You can use any color which you like. Okay. I use this color for adding here. Now take yellow, mid yellow, and take vermilion hue, mix it, and take little bit of burnt sienna and add near to the ears. Just add like this. Okay. So all the stripes, it should go inside the color. Okay. You should not leave like that. Understood? Now I'll take little bit of green. I'll add little bit of cobalt blue hue. Okay. Whatever the color I'll get, I'll use near to its nose like this and above here. You can add blue, cobalt blue hue directly. Okay. But I'm adding like this. If you want to change, if you want to add, you can add. Okay. Now, once it is completed, I'll give pink touch to it. To give pink touch or rose touch, see here, I'm just taking little bit of rose and I'll add this part. So I'm just giving strokes here with the brush. Okay. Even above the ears, just add above the ears and around the ears, pink. You can use flat brush if you have. Okay. Like this. Just dry touch you need to add. Okay. And now I'm going to change brush. Okay. So that I can cover the more space here and all. Pink stripes are there. Just give pink stripes like this with the flat brush. I'm using flat brush now. Okay. Here Use flat brush and little water. Okay. So that the paint should move properly. Though it should, you are doing in dry way, but paint if it is not moving properly, you won't get the proper result. Okay. You just give the touch like this, even in the ear part. You just move brush so that it will start look like fine lines. See like this around the ears. Okay. This is one part of the thing. And now what I'll do, I'll take cobalt blue hue, sorry, take Persian blue. I take little more Persian blue. I will take here. And with the other brush, you take little bit of white. Okay, don't take too much white. Need little bit of white. For mixing purpose, very little bit of white. So this much white is enough. Okay. For adding rest of the things. Okay. So just mix both the colors like this. White and blue. Now here at the head, just add this blue color like this. Give the touch of blue. Okay. And little bit of dark blue. When it is coming down, you just give dark blue touch. Need not to be straight lines, straight things. Okay. Need not to be that like that. Okay. Like in how I'm showing like that, you can make with the brush. You can use even knife. If you have knife, a painting knife, if you have, you can use that also. For abstract, it will go very smooth. Okay. And for the ears, leave little space for the ears. Okay. So that we can make some fur structure over there. So I'll give little bit of pink here. Pink touch. Okay. So if you see the reference image, you can see different colors are there. So you can use that values, not only with one color, the color which I am telling. If you like to use the other colors also, it's fine. But remember the ratios. Okay, don't leave the ratios. Ratio should be there. So when it come down, you need to make little dark so that when we paint, give strokes with uh, white color. Okay, that stroke should be visible like this. Okay. So yeah, I'm giving little more touch with sky blue, white, and need not to be straight lines, need not to be equal. Okay, unevenly you need to paint. As I said, it is an abstract paint. It need to be uneven. Okay, like this. And just take pink. Just mix both the colors here. like this. And give pink touch here. Add pink touches like this. Okay. Okay. Finish it with dark blue like this. Okay. On the nose part, if you want to add any abstract colors, green, purple, you can add. Okay. But I'll leave like that. I don't want to add. I want it to be plain. So I left like that. If you want to add, you can add. Okay. So my color is not moving smoothly. So I added little bit of water so that it will move smoothly like this. But don't add too much water. Add very little water. Okay. So this is the abstract paint model theme. So if you add too much water, what happened? It will take the values of your paint. Okay, just add little bit of white. Enough. Now this side, wherever we left white space, there and all you can make it with blue like this. Okay. So now final touches we need to give. For final touches, what you need to do? Take darker value. Okay. And add here dots. Little more darker value I'll take. To get the texture, you can use tissue paper. Okay. And now I'll mix color. You can use the black color directly if you want, or if you can mix color like this, take cobalt blue hue or take Persian blue in two parts. Okay. And now take vermilion hue and mix it. Mix it like this as shown here. And then you can add this way. Take very little bit of paint in your brush so that it should not flow. And when you are adding dots, it should not, paint should not come out. Okay. So just add like this. Here. And then now take white. Just add white stripes. Okay. So white stripes, usually it doesn't be visible on the white surface, right? So you need to make half white. How to make? Mix half white with a little bit of blue just to make it look white. This small hairs are there. from out to like this. You need to do small, small hairs. You need to wait when you have given one stroke. You need to wait. Once it is dried, then only you need to give the second stroke. If you are keeping on giving strokes, what happened? It will get mixed up and you will lose the values here. Okay. So that is the reason why you need to wait properly. Give time and wait. Like this. And it is having some mustache. So you need to make mustache like this. Okay. Now just with darker value, make little dots. Okay. And same thing, repeat it so that the color should not be, white space should not be visible. You can use add glazing technique also for this if you want, if you have time. Glazing technique when you need to use when it is completely dried. Then only you can add. Okay. Now on top of that, I'll be adding white. Take white paint to your palette. Okay. Add little bit of water. Little bit of water. And then give strokes from outside to inside. Like this. Okay. Now with brush, flat brush, just add strokes here with black brush. With flat brush, with darker value, you need to add strokes. You can add from inside to the outside or outside to the inside. Like this. Like this you can add outside to the inside. I'm using flat brush only. Okay. Flat brush number 12. Okay. Now I am giving little bit strokes for the ears. So you just add darker value first. Then you can add lighter values. So wherever the stripes are there, you just add stroke values down and up. Thank you. Okay, like this. We are almost completed. I'm just giving some strokes. Okay. Yeah. Now I'll use light blue here. So no need to leave white spaces. So instead of white spaces, you can add half whites. Okay. So the complete white space, what happened? It will take out the beauty of the your abstract work. So instead of white, you can use half whites or even half gray. Lighter value of grays you can use. Okay. Just take little bit of paint and move the paint like this so that the white spaces should cover. Don't leave white spaces. Okay. And inside the eyeball, let it be white. Okay. That should be white. I'm just taken little bit of half white and I'm just doing glazing work here. So that sharpness should not be visible. Okay. That is reason why I'm doing this one. So wherever the white sharp parts are there, there and all, you just move your brush like this so that it will cover by itself. When it get dry, you can see the values. Now it is wet, so value may not be visible properly. Once it is dried, you can see the proper values. Okay. Even near to the mouth, move brush properly like this. Okay. Like this you can paint. Okay. Only one part is pending. That is, you need to add white. Only one part is pending for eyebrows, eyelashes. We need to add that one. We will do it near to the eyes. Okay, just draw fine lines. Okay, so when it is white, these lines won't be visible. So we did half white. Understood? Like this. And near to the eyes, you just add fine white lines. Okay, even further here. So if you have time, what you do, you just add strokes. Okay, with uh, But with yellow chrome yellow or yellow ochre you take and you can add the values here. Understood? Just make it like that. Little bit of white you take and here you just add little bit of white. This part. Okay. Usually the fake eyes will be like that. And near to the black stripes, I'm just adding little bit hair to get that fur look. With the darker value I'm adding. Okay. So this is the thing. I think you have enjoyed the class. Okay. So as we already informed you that complete this painting and share it in your WhatsApp group, WhatsApp status, Instagram or Facebook by mentioning at the rate of Bhavya's Arts. Okay, we will share a form. To that form, you need to share the screenshot which you have shared in the groups. Okay, everyone understood? So done. So wherever the sharp edges are there, you just blend it. Don't leave that sharp edges like this. Just adding little more darker value. Okay. You should not miss any ratios while painting. Understood? Okay. After sharing, take screenshot of that and send it to my WhatsApp number. Okay. And don't share my image. What I should repeat. Okay. Take photo of your finished artwork. Today's finished artwork. Take photo of that and you need to put it in your WhatsApp status or Facebook or Instagram by mentioning Bhavya's Arts at the rate of Bhavya's Arts. Okay. After that, you take screenshot of that post which you have posted. Okay. And then you need to give in the, you need to attach that in the form. We will send you a form. Okay, there you need to attach. Okay. And the steps how you need to do that and all we have already shared in the class group. You just check it out. Okay. If you want to add any browns, you can add browns also like this with a brush. Light browns, anything like that. Understood, everyone? Done? Completed? Thank you. And others, done? Can we take leave for today class? And rest of the things you'll get in the, you just share. Okay. Before leaving the class, just remember you should not copy any image as it is. You need to give your own touch to the painting. Okay. You just take inspiration of the painting and give your own touch. Don't copy anything. Okay. Now I'll just add it got dried. So I'll add a little more hairs. This. Once it is dried, then the lighter value, white value will go properly. Okay. Like this. Okay then. Bye everyone. Happy Diwali.